Hey, yo, what's going on? It's your boy, man, in the wild. Sitting here, seeing this Jussie Smollett shit come to an end, right? At least to an end on paper. So they got the police upset about this, and he's giving interviews and all this other type shit, and it's like the elite don't compete. Excuse me, the elite don't compete with each other in front of us. Just let that fact be known. Right. Anything that they put in front of us is a production when it comes to them getting involved in some bullshit. So just understand that as they move, and you'll see what I mean. So yeah, we're gonna check this shit out and talk through this. Yeah, and as I first started this clip, man, it just struck me, man, like why the fuck is he smiling so big right before it's about to start, right? And even Buddy over here, the mayor over here, smirking. And they're standing in front of these steps with all these fucking weird ass little designs and shit that I know, you know, digging there a little deep. I done seen a one eye already. I see a whole bunch of little shits that's, and shit, that look like some ovaries right there. See, they never miss with shit, you know. But of course he's smiling as he's coming in, an interview where he's supposed to be upset. So here we go with this. It's bullshit.
So listen, I'm sure we all know what occurred this morning. My personal opinion is that you all know where I stand on this. Do I think justice was served? No. What do I think justice is?
So of course, after everybody gets into their positions and whatnot, got into their ranks and
Is that you all know where I stand on this.
where everyone can see.
Do I think justice was served?
Once everybody's ready to go, everybody's in position. All right, good to go. And please note, too, the checkerboard that they got on top of their hats as well as, because you see the same thing with them British, like in the UK and all of that. This Freemason floor. They never miss when it comes to what they give you and who they give you and how they give it to you. And the police are, 100% the front line to the elite. Case in point, man, just look at their attire and how it's the same across the fucking world, man. So, yeah, as you see, they're just playing their role.
No. What do I think justice is? I think this city is still owed an apology. And let me digress for a moment. When I came on this job, I've been a cop now for about 31 years. When I came on this job, I came on with my honor, my...
About 31? You got to know when they shout these numbers and they say about and close to and all this type of shit. Motherfucker, you know how long you've been doing it. It's either 30 or 31. But however, to make sure that certain shit matches whatever the fuck that they got going on with their script game, that's just what so happened to come up. Fuck out of here, but just know that that shit exists.
Integrity of my reputation. If someone accused me of doing anything that would circumvent that, then I would want my day in court, period, to clear my name. I've heard that they wanted their day in court with TV cameras so America could know the truth, but no, they chose to hide behind secrecy and broker a deal to circumvent the judicial system. My job as a police officer is to investigate an incident, gather evidence, gather the facts.
I don't know about y'all, but I hear somebody in the back that's cracking the fuck up, that done did it as soon as he started talking and then just did it again. Because, I personally, too, think it's a fucking joke. How they put these people, just line them up. Just the way that they line up, the way that they, show you, like, the presentation type shit, man. The consistent presentation type shit. You know, I know Jussie, you know, is a high profile type because he on a TV show and all the other type of shit. But the shit was confirmed a hoax. Like they called it a hoax. He's calling it a hoax. Right? So it's like, why are we getting this presentation on this type of story? You know, unless this is what you want us to see. You know, and that's just what it all boils down to in the end, man. They only show you what the fuck they want you to see. And since you know that they can't have good intentions behind what they want you to see, you got to know that they're showing you some bullshit. That's just what you have to know.
To the state's attorney. That's what we did. I stand behind the detective's investigation. I'll let Mary Manuel comment further.
One thing is not only do I support the hard work of our police officers, the defective units, but I'd like to remind everybody.
And again, why the fuck is the mayor like? And you got to know, man, when the mayor steps in to say something, man, it's 100%, you know, part of some kind of agenda, some type of, you know, production, you know, and you got to know too, it's not really the agenda that you think that they're pushing though. You see, like you know, you got the, you know, with different angles, like I said, coming at this fucking story. You know, when it comes to you know, the gay thing, when it comes to the black thing, when it comes to the Trump, when it comes to, you know, Chicago, when it comes, it's a whole bunch of different ways to pluck at this shit, right? But when you got the mayor coming up in the midst of all of this shit, man, you got to know that it's trying to confirm, they're trying to confirm their bullshit, you know, by putting this dude in front to talk about this shit. You know, because like I said, elite don't battle with each other in front of cameras and shit.
A grand jury indicted this individual based on only a piece of the evidence that the police had collected in that period of time. So a grand jury actually brought the charges. I think two things I'd like to say, or three things I'd like to say. One, on financial costs, this $10,000 doesn't even come close to what the city spent in resources to actually look over the camera, gather all the data, gather all the information that actually brought the indictment by the grand jury on many, multiple different charges. Second is what I would call the ethical costs. And the ethical cost is you have, as a person who was in the House of Representatives when we tried to pass the Shepherd legislation.
All right, so you see the motherfuckers pausing like that, right? Because he's obviously, you know, getting his information from an earpiece, right? One of them deep embedded ones type shit because you can't see it. You know, so note that as you listen to this motherfucker speak. You know, and you got to know that he's giving you some bullshit because it's like, okay, I don't give a fuck if you're the president. I don't care if you're, you know, governor, mayor, you know, however you do it, prime minister. You know, if you're speaking about some shit, you should know about what the fuck you're talking about. Otherwise, you shouldn't be talking. It don't matter who you are. You know? So you're the highest, you know, whoever ranking official on some shit. You know, you should, you know, already know about some shit before you're being told what to say about some shit. Like you shouldn't, that shouldn't be how life works. But since you live in a scripted ass reality, that's exactly how this shit works. You know, they must ain't have room for a teleprompter type shit. However it went, they just put an earpiece in to make it look genuine. You know, but it's not genuine because shit. That's not a natural pause. You waiting for a motherfucker to quit talking so you can start saying what the fuck you need to say. Fuck out of here. Peep that.
Hate crimes, putting them on the books that President Obama then signed into law. To then use those very laws and the principles and values behind the Matthew Shepard hate crimes legislation to self-promote your career is a cost that comes to all the individuals, gay men and women who will come forward and one day say they were a victim of a hate crime who now will be outed. People of faith, Muslim or any other religious faith, who will be a victim of hate crime.
All right, so since you know that this motherfucker's not really spitting anything genuine, right? You got to know that there's some bullshit behind what the fuck he's saying. And to not take what he's saying seriously in any type of way. This dude is a puppet. He's here for entertainment. You know, that's all that puppets should be taken for is entertainment. You know. Because in the end, they can't put anybody real in front of you because real people can't be controlled, man. For real.
People that of all walks of life and backgrounds, race, ethnicity, sexual orientation. Now this casts a shadow of whether they're telling the truth. And he did this all in the name of self-promotion. And he used the laws of the hate crime legislation that all of us collectively over years have put on the books to stand up to be the values that embody what we believe in. This is a whitewash of justice. A grand jury could not have been clearer. To then say not only is the cost $10,000 doesn't come cost financially, but all the other repercussions of this.
And it's funny how the elite is being angry about somebody, getting whitewashed justice and all of that type of shit. You know, as it comes back to, and it always will come back to, the elite don't air they dirty shit, right? But the fact that you're getting this narrative here where this dude, this mayor here, is talking about a quote unquote black dude getting a whitewash justice, treatment. Come on, man. You got to know that the whole shit is a fucking game. Race and all that shit. All the shit that they give us, and make us pay attention to, it's a fucking game to them. Please understand that shit.
Decision made, to me, where is the accountability in the system? You cannot have, because of a person's position, one set of rules apply to them, and another set of rules apply to everybody else. In another way, you're seeing this play out in the universities, where people pay extra to get their kids a special position in universities. Now you have a person, because of their position and background, who's getting treated in a way that nobody else would ever, sorry about that, don't get near, I'm doing near my sermon here, that would ever get close.
See, it's a fucking joke. Like, it's a joke. Because honestly, if you're really upset about this situation, the way that you're claiming to be, you would in no way have this demeanor, when you got your moment to shine type shit to really show your feelings to the world, right? Because I'm going to keep it a buck, shit. Put me in that position, I got the stone face on the whole fucking time because I'm shitty about this shit and this is some bullshit. But nah, what does he do? You chuckling. You chuckling because you know that this is a fucking production.
To this type of treatment. Our officers did hard work, day in and day out, countless hours, working to unwind what actually happened that night. The city saw its reputation dragged through the mud, but I remind everybody it was not just the officers' work. That work, a piece of that work, was shown to a grand jury, and they made a decision based on only a sliver of the evidence. And if I remember correctly, somebody wanted to have that evidence in the day, as the superintendent said, their day in court, so all the evidence could be made public. Because of the judge's decision, none of that evidence will ever be made public. None of it. This is without a doubt a whitewash of justice and sends a clear message that if you're in a position of influence and power, you'll get treated one way, other people will be treated another way. There is no accountability then in the system. It is wrong, full stop.
So this motherfucker just said full stop. Now, to my knowledge, whenever you're giving a transmission or something like that, full stop means that the person is telling you that the message is over. You need to stop talking. But if you're delivering a speech where you're not supposed to be, letting the people know that you're reading the transmission, reading the speech, you're not supposed to say full stop. You know. So now all of that shit he just rambled off before full stop, you have to know it's one of them ones where you're trying to release some kind of truth because we all know that shit is true. As far as the elite don't have, they got certain rules and all that type of shit. Yeah. But motherfucker, you are part of the fucking elite. You're Obama's homeboy. The fuck out of here. 100%ly. And they only talk to and mingle with each other type shit. So get the fuck out of here. But yeah, he just said full stop as a as a part of his speech.
What I do want to say is, the way I look at it is, I commend the officers and the grand jury.
But he got to come back, after saying full stop. You got to come back and say some more shit though, just because that's not a good way to end. Oh man.
For their decisions.
Well, at the end of the day, like I said, our job as police officers is to present them with the evidence. The apology comes from the person that did this. If you want to say you're innocent of a situation, then you take your day in court. I would never, if someone falsely accused me, I would never hide behind a broker deal and secrecy. Period.
I think you already said that. And what you'll note whenever you hear these people talk, man, it seems like they talk in a loop as well. Just like they give you the running cop scenes and all this other type of shit going on with the ambulances just sitting there and stretchers just sitting there, but they give you the same loop. It seemed like here they give you the same loop, but in conversation form. Man, peep that shit, man. These people, man, they don't take a fucking break.
Well, I don't know what's unusual for the state's attorney, but we found out about when you all did.
John, hold on one second. I would say one thing. From top to bottom, this is not on the level.
From the state's attorney's office.
I understand that piece, but I do want to. It's not on the level, but I also want to say, and I want to underscore what the superintendent just said. In the end of the day, it's Mr. Smollett that committed this false claim upon two individuals and who also testified, but also on the city. One action, yes, we're looking at the state's attorney. It is not on the level from beginning to end, and there needs to be a level of accountability throughout the system. And this sends an unambiguous message that there is no accountability, and that is wrong.
Yo, like you heard the loop. He just said that shit, right? He just said that shit with the full stop. But now this motherfucker gonna say it again to correct it so that he can actually have that clip without the saying full stop. Get the fuck out of here, man. Y'all full of shit. Y'all full of shit. You see this production going on in front of you? Please tell me you do, man.
Well, prosecutors have their discretion, of course. We still have to work with the state's attorney's office. I'm sure we'll have some conversation after this. But
You see, and again, and when it comes to, him talking about the prosecutor's office, right? Man, police and prosecutors' offices don't beef. Them motherfuckers don't have problems and issues and shit to go on. They walk hand in motherfucking hand. Prosecutors be former police and all that type of shit, man. They roll together. So like I say, them putting them on blast, you see he kind of like bagged up a little bit with his tone. You know, because by him saying that this shit is disgusting, that's who you coming at is the prosecutor. You know, because they even offered the shit. If it's that bad, they the ones that put that shit on the table. You know, they're not gonna put each other in blast on fucking CNN, man.
At the end of the day, it's Mr. Smollett who committed this hoax. Period. If he wanted to clear his
You
name,
see, and you heard him. You just heard him. He the one that said Jussie Smollett the one that committed this hoax. So his beef ain't with the prosecutor's office. See, like, nah, if you mad at the whole situation, dude, you mad at them niggas too. Like I said, the deal got to have, you know, it's got to be offered. It's got to be accepted. The fuck out of here. You know? Y'all giving us a narrative pump about some bullshit ass event that didn't happen, you know, to pushing a bullshit ass agenda that whatever you got behind this shit. You know. Wherever you trying to steer motherfuckers, you know that that's some bullshit. Period.
the way to do that was in a court of law so that everyone could see the evidence. You all know what the bond proffer said. You know, we all know what it said. So, you know, I stand by the facts of what we produced. If they want to dispute those facts, then the place to do that is in court, not in secrecy.
I want to. I'm sorry. I want to say one other thing. Mr. Smollett is still saying that he is innocent. Still running down the Chicago Police Department. How dare him? How dare him? After everybody saw, and I want to remind you, this is not the superintendent's word against him.
Okay, again, we know this motherfucker's listening to an earpiece. We know that he's not gathering his own fucking thoughts right now. But he's trying to give you a genuine emotion with words that ain't even fucking his. You know? Like, that should be unsettling. It really should. You know, but nah, people just roll with it, rock with it. Why? You know? Because it's uncomfortable to think about what's real. You know, it makes you weird.
The grand jury, a sliver of the evidence, and they came to a conclusion, as did the state's attorney's office. This is not the superintendent and the detectives department word against his. And even after this whitewash, still no sense of ownership of what he's done. He says that, in fact, he is the wrong in this case. This is an unbelievable, not just whitewash of justice, this is a person now who's been let off scot-free with no sense of accountability of the moral and ethical wrong of his actions.
And then here you go with this accountability shit. Like, bro, the dude, like, if you the mayor, you know, that means the prosecutor and all them motherfuckers work for you. Technically. So you got the ability to hold motherfuckers accountable, don't you? But nah, since all you doing is spouting the narrative of accountability, you on some bullshit. Fuck out of here, man. That shit is crazy to me.
From top to bottom, not only besmirching the name of the city, but then I cannot stress that in a time when you have people bringing a moral equivalency in Virginia between bigots and those fighting bigotry, then you have a person using hate crime laws that are on the books to protect people who are minorities from violence, to then turn around and use those laws to advance your career and your financial reward? Is there no decency in this man?
Mr. Mayor, do you think that the state's attorney's decision was at all politically motivated?
Last question.
Was the decision at all politically motivated?
Two things. One, to the state's attorney, the question about whether it was politically motivated or not is something you have to ask them, because only they can answer their motivation. But I do know what the grand jury says, and I keep pointing you back to what the grand jury did when they saw just a piece of the data.
Yeah, of course you're going to keep coming back to it, man, because you got to bring us back to the fucking loop. You got to bring us back on this narrative loop. You know? Because that's what you're here for, and since it's the mayor talking about this shit, right? it's gotta be, it's gotta be super important. It's gotta be real type shit. If you got the mayor of Chicago talking about it, get the fuck out of here. You know, I mean, it's clear he's reading from a script or listening from a script. So if a motherfucker listening from a script, man, like I say, man, stay the fuck away from the where they're trying to steer you. You know, use your own, man. Use your natural sense. Thank you, the intellectual pariah, for that.
There's not a person up here who would love to have all the information made public, let alone the two individuals who also talk.
Do you think it was politically motivated?
Wait a second. It's not whether I do or not. That's a question that only she can answer. I can only guess at it. To your question, Cheryl, I would just, if you mind repeating it, because I can.
Yes. His attorneys say that he has been vilified, that this case was a case against him is done in purpose, and a judge.
He's the person that brought this forward. Now, I remind you all, it goes back to also a letter. Now, he brought this case forward. He said he was a victim of a hate crime, both for his sexual orientation and for being black. The evidence came forward. A grand jury saw the evidence, realized this was a hoax on the city, a hoax on hate crimes, a hoax on people of good values who actually were empathetic at first, and he used that empathy for only one reason. Only for one. Okay, wait. Just listen.
So again, it comes back to who the fuck are you mad at right now? What are you even mad at right now? You telling us it's a hoax. You telling us it's some bullshit that he's getting off. You telling us this, that, and the 30. But questions get asked by the state attorney and all that type. But you keep on bouncing that shit off. I ain't gonna talk about them. Shout out to them, what they do type shit. What the fuck? They're the other half of the deal. So again, what the fuck are y'all even talking about? Why the fuck are y'all even talking about it? To get people spinning around, not knowing what the fuck they even really need to be thinking about. So yeah, we're gonna be done with this shit, man. We're gonna be done with this because it went longer than I wanted to. But yeah, this Jussie Smollett saga, man, like it really captured a lot of people, and when you take this dumb shit seriously, like that's how you get caught up into the matrix that they've created for you. All the shit that you mad about, however you pissed off about whatever it is that you don't like, guarantee 100% capacity. You let this matrix shit go, it'll clear that shit up for you. So yeah, it is what it is, man. But yeah, this Jussie Smollett mayor conversation and all that bullshit is confirmed, though.